Massive cryptomining rig discovered under Polish court's floor, stealing power.
Here's a summary of the article.
Police were called to dismantle a secret cryptomining rig winding throughout the floors and ventilation ducts of a Polish court in September, according to Polish news channel TVN24. Several secured computers were discovered, potentially stealing thousands of Polish zlotys worth of energy per month. It's currently unknown how long the rig was running because the illegal operation went undetected, partly because the computers used were connected to the Internet through their own modems rather than through the court's network. Within 2 weeks of finding the rig, the court terminated a contract with a company responsible for IT maintenance in the building, TVN24 reported. The Warsaw District Prosecutor's Office has hired IT experts to help determine exactly how much electricity was stolen from Poland's Supreme Administrative Court in Warsaw, TVN24 reported. Judge Sylwester Marciniak, the chairman of the Judicial Information Department of the Supreme Administrative Court, told TVN24 that the discovery of the cryptomine did not result in any threat to the security of data stored in the court. Although very few instances have been publicized, the Polish cryptomining rig is not the only time public institutions have been targeted by bad actors seeking to siphon electricity to mine cryptocurrency. According to Boston news station WHDH, police traced SKU numbers on ductwork that Nahas allegedly installed to keep the rig from overheating.
This post received a score of 4,200, with an upvote ratio of 98%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than cryptomining rig winding throughout the floors and ventilation ducts. Well, that's one way to save on the heating bill.
I have a buddy that was in a rental with oil heat. He did the math and it was cheaper to run his mining rig in his living room to heat the house. He did that for both winters he lived in that house. I mean, the only functional difference between a computer and an electric heater is once wires do math as well as produce heat. Win-win.
My Pentium 4 desktop certainly worked well as a space heater in college.
I used to have an i5-2500K paired with an R9390. If I was going to run Steamlink off of it, I had to make sure to open the door to the room it was in and set up a fan to move air out of there, because otherwise that room would heat up by 5+ degrees.
My room gets 10 degrees hotter whenever I play Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh. Is that what they call it these days?
$250 a month to mine Dogecoins. Let that sink in.
How much are they worth now again?
Like 3 cents. If that.
Just checked, apparently it's worth 8 cents.
Interesting if true.
Well, at least the floors were probably toasty warm for the cool weather change.
Underfloor heating.
Somebody in Britain bypassed their electric meter to mine Bitcoin and ended up going to prison for abstraction of electricity.
Philosophers swallowing nervously.
It's actually far more common for it to happen for indoor cannabis farms here. Those use a lot of electricity to keep the plants warm.
Heat is a byproduct and not necessarily what you want. It's all about the light.
Reality always trumps fiction.
I guess there was no other government-related authority left in Poland to embarrass. The police, National Bank, judiciary, they all had their incidents by now.
This can literally happen anywhere. No buildings are securing access to power.
Laughs in US government, but seriously. Federal agencies in the US actually monitor all of that shit really close. All the power accesses, etc. are sealed behind multiple locked doors that only a few people on the maintenance, land teams will have access to. Now, congressional and judiciary buildings. Probably not so much.
Opened article to see a photo of said massive cryptomining rig, and was disappointed with no photo. Wouldn't be surprised if it was a Raspberry Pi 4. Dear journalists, show us, don't tell us.
Rainus 2.
They were operating below the law.
Really shit Steven Seagal sequel.
So a regular Steven Seagal movie. Discovered. Someone's been getting a kickback for quite some time.
Somebody stopped getting a kickback at the wrong time.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.